Alright, greetings everyone from Umbra, who has kind of a dirty, well, it's not a dirty apartment, but I wouldn't say that it's clean. So here we go. Let's talk about the news on JP, and I promise you it is going to be a absolutely massive day, because not only has JP been getting constant stuff with 3rd anniversary, into Christmas units, into collaboration after finishing like the FF7 collaboration, and so much crap that we're going to continue that. Oh my god, he's real! He's real, you guys! I'm finally free! I no longer have to care or talk about this character coming to this game ever again, and he's ice. Alright, so we'll come back to this in a second here. Let's jump back a little bit. So the 18th is going to be a limited time Guild War event for JP. We also have a little bit of an update to do with the Void in the Darkness. So you can basically expect that we're going to be restarting the Void in the Darkness character starting in the beginning of February. As for who it's going to be, no idea, because as it turns out, both Part 3 and not only Part 3, but Part 4 as well will be coming to the game. Now, what that means exactly, I don't know. Sorry, just 1 second. All right, there we go. We're good. So this could mean that we're getting 2 characters. More than likely, we're probably still just getting 1, but it's interesting to see 2 story parts coming in the same time. Obviously, January had a few characters to get out of the way. So yeah, I really don't know what this will mean for the future as to whether or not it's going to be, you know, Rafu or Vega or Sir not appearing in the film Mage yet. But needless to say, we'll be keeping our eyes on it for the next while. And it's going to be like a busy couple of weeks. I mean, obviously, with the exception of one thing, it's going to be a really busy time. So here we have, next up, we are going to have Class Match Grand Season 3. Not sure what makes it so grand, but we are getting a Grand Season 3. Just what I've always wanted. Some sarcasm, but not too terribly much. Anyway, yes, moving on. Now, we are going to be talking about Reagan, and yes, Reagan was originally talked about a long time ago. I think he was teased even January of last year, if not earlier, and basically at the Osaka fan meet, they said, hey, guess what? We're going to be releasing him sometime in October, November. That never came true. And now we finally have the character out, coming out here. So I'm not, he is definitely late. I mean, obviously he was just pushbacks, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. So let's talk about this character. This is another 100 cost character, and I have to say, for everybody who's like, oh, this is kind of frustrating, right? To be like another 100 cost after 90 cost VC, after like other 90 cost stuff and 100 cost and so much limited stuff. Yeah, this is just another one, and I gotta say, if you're feeling a little bit tired from it, me too. So Monk subjob as well as Nightblade. Primary one will be, of course, a new job, as you would expect. Limit Burst, which is considered to be the 8 consecutive blades or 8 consecutive slashes, or, you know, for lack of a better word, Octo Slash was already taken by a much better character in the Final Fantasy universe. It should be funny. It's really funny to note that if you look down here, basically a note that says, while the attack is called 8 consecutive slashes, it's not an actual 8 consecutive slash attack. Like, thanks a lot, just in case anybody didn't read here. So Limit Burst decreases slashing attack resistance for 3 turns, while also dealing 3 attacks for large. It is a single target, but given the amount of like AoE resistance that has popped up in the game recently, single target resistance kind of looking, or single target attacks are looking better and better constantly. Also a good amount of range on that. Second attack, after increasing defense penetration for 3 turns, deal 2 consecutive damage to the target and decreases agility for 3 turns. And last ability, 2 consecutive damages, medium and powerful ice and wind killer after removing guts on targets within range. So yeah, pretty interesting overall in terms of this unit so far. I mean, you can tell that he is going to be an excellent for pushing ice a little bit further to deal with wind units, as well as interestingly like killing other ice units too, so even good into a mirror match. It'll be interesting to see just a bunch of other stuff about this unit, whether or not he's going to be like really powerful, whether he'll have range issues, will he have guts in his kit, will he have re-raise, what is going to be the big thing, how much resistance is he going to have. Reagan is a long-awaited character, so I'm not expecting him to be bad, but I'm wondering about how good he will actually be. So yeah, this is and yeah, it'll just be interesting to see how good this unit is. As for the master ability, slash and magic attack resistance +10 and reaction block rate +20. So maybe a bit of a already reaction to one of the newer characters, and characters just with strong reaction rate, but Reagan is already looking to be a definitively great 100 cost character, and given that Ice has so many good offensive and even defensive cards, this will be a great permanent addition to the pool, because he should be permanently added to the pool, because he's not limited time one. Continuing on, let's talk about this. He'll also be getting a unique weapon, as you can see here. A new weapon. What is that? Let me pull that up on another screen here. Just see if I got any extra details. Teeny tiny writing. Weapon training quest. Blue Glacier, which is considered to be a sword, according to this. I don't think it's a katana. Because if it was a katana, that would be really interesting. But I do believe it is just considered to be a sword. So let me see here. Is there anything else that I missed? Let's continue on to the next one while I just kind of cursorily look off screen and see if I got any other details to share about that. But next thing is definitively something that is kind of new, which is limited arena, which just the other night I was talking about. Hey, guess what? Wouldn't it be kind of interesting if we had a limited time arena, something that would push people to maybe have to think a little bit more about what their teams are and everything? So interestingly, here you will be able to get titles according to your rank in the top arena ranking. There are titles that can be attained playing arena even once during the period, so pity titles kind of thing. If you scroll down, you can basically see that here are the kind of titles that you can potentially get if you are so inclined, or even getting, you know, top 300, top 100, top 10, top 3, and top 2, and the king, which I guess Mont doesn't get to be the king anymore. Fun. So let's take a look. In terms, there will also be bonus rates that will help you get it. So Wingstern as well as King Bradley will be 100%. Roy Mustang will be a 75%. And regular or UR Mont will be 75%. And then there's a couple of lower, or there's quite a few other characters in here too, as you can see. But the big ones are going to be either Wings of Destiny Stern or King Bradley if you want a leg up. As well, vision cards will also give a big bonus. So, you know, it's just kind of this limited arena event sort of thing, but I don't know, maybe we'll spice up. Maybe some people will be interested. Taking a look at the arena map, it does seem to feature a bonus for somebody. Not everybody, but somebody kind of thing. So taking a look here, we are looking at a earth bonus for the arena map. So maybe wind will also be quite good here. Looks like we are getting some extra defense for our earth elemental units. I don't know, I wish that this was also powering up light too, since light is a bonus unit. Seems kind of weird. But I guess earth needs the extra help. Oh, it is what it is. So yeah. That's basically our news for today. I can't see anything that is giving me any cause for doubt, so just another sword base unit. But yeah, let me know what you think. Reagan is finally here, and somehow he has dodged the fire element once again, despite having a potentially fire looking limit burst. Anyway, so yeah, hopefully you found this news interesting. We'll see the details next week. And you Goblers, I guess, are going to have to really be choosy between all the limited and high-cost things that are coming in the future. Because, yeah, no shortage and no signs of stopping, since the next character after this update, which will take place on the 17th, Tuesday, basically will be the next Warrior of the Crystal style character, be it a Void character or Rafu, and that will put more pressure on people as to what they are really going to focus on for their resources. Global, tons of options, and you also have Easter, Chinese New Year, whatever, Resnick coming soon too. I do know about that. So thanks so much for watching, take care, and see you next time.